comes to mind when you think about juicy fragrances? Never occurred to you? Well, it will now. You like your fragrances juicy? Stick around. Get on that bus, we're leaving. Let's go.
And now for my next number.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, people. Welcome back to my channel. So let's go ahead and get started. It obviously you already know what it is. So these are 30 of the juiciest fragrances in my collection. When I smell these, I instantly think of something juicy. All right, let's get it started. Okay, coming in at number 30. This was in my very last video. All right, the previous video to this one, this was featured. Brand new house I discovered last year. It is Abel or Abel. Again, I don't know how you pronounce it. This is Red Santal. All right, as I said in the previous video, it dries down to a nice sandalwood, but before it gets anywhere near there, it's going to be a massive explosion of citruses, specifically bergamot. Moving on. All right, now 29 is from the house of Zerjoff, and this is Udin. An absolute crap ton of citruses, grapefruits and lemons, and then you're also going to have some coffee in there and vanilla. But it's very juicy at the beginning of this fragrance because of all the citrus. You don't get the coffee at all until it dries way down. But before that, very juicy. Once again, Udin from Zerjoff. That's in at number 29. All right, 28 is from Blend Oud, and this one is called Oud Marrakesh. Now, there is no fruit in here whatsoever. None. Absolutely none, but it is still wicked juicy. I do not know why. It's a very green resinous fragrance, but again, it does remind me of very much a juicy fragrance, all right? Again, Oud Marrakesh. 27, Black Gold Mancera. Juicy accord in here, lots of citruses. This is incredible. I reviewed this one. Go ahead and check it out if you want a little bit more of an in-depth analysis of this fragrance. Like I said, wicked juicy, and it lasts forever. Very, this fragrance is insane. One of the best from this house. All right. 26 juiciest fragrance in my collection is from the house of M. Micallef, and this one is called The One, or the Number One. Now, something of interest with this one. When this fragrance first came out, you know what? Hold on. There's a little bit of an extra story to this. Before this fragrance came out, there was a fragrance by Bruckner. It was called Oud One. I don't know how all this ties in. I really don't. I apologize. I didn't do my homework. I'm gonna do my homework once I'm done with this video, but I do know that when this fragrance first came out, it was called Oud One, and I think that's in Germany. And then that went away, and then it was rebranded, I believe, by M. Micallef, and then this one, in this iteration, where the packaging is concerned, is called The Number One. I remember buying this one from Oswald in New York. And then you go to look for it again, and it's not available. I think it's been rebranded again and repackaged by M. Micallef in one of their signature, cookie looking bottles. And I think it's back to Oud One now. But all three iterations, exactly the same scent. But the juicy accord in here is lots of plum and lots of apple, green apple to be specific. All right. Again, the number one, M. Micallef. All right, and this is 25. It's coming out of the house once again of Zerjoff, and this one is called Tama Bianca. The juicy accord in here, and I mean lots of it. Lime and kumquat, ridiculous. If you like juicy florals, sweetened up at the end with some vanilla, jump on this. And if you're looking at the title and you're looking at the name of the fragrance and the floral accord in there, guys, and you're thinking, oh, it's gonna be feminine, throw it out the window. Doesn't even work like that. You know, you do what you want, but on me, it smells phenomenal. Extremely juicy, mouth-watering. Once again, Tama Bianca from Zoologist. Next up is from the house of man Sarah, and this one is called Pink Vestigium. You guys know it. I already reviewed it, but if you don't feel like going back there, let me just give you the quick rundown. Lots and lots and lots of citrus. Amazing fragrance. You know, you're looking at it, and of course, again, I know how guys are. You know, they're looking at the bottle, the pink name, blah blah blah. Forget about it. Strictly citrus right here. Way more citrus than florals. And like I said, extremely juicy. Once again, man Sarah, Pink Vestigium. Next up, Montal, Tropical Wood. Reviewed. Not only that, but it was in my tropical fragrances video. I think it was a couple years ago, whatever. Incredible. This is, I mean, again, you like a tropical, jump on it. The juicy accord in here, not only you're gonna have citrus like bergamot, you're gonna have pineapple and passion fruit. This is juicy, people. It's like dripping with juice. Okay, again, tropical wood, Montal. Moving on to number 22 from M. Micallef. This is Night Oud. Yeah, it is. I couldn't tell you about the night thing. I can tell you about the oud. It's very oudy, but at the same time, very citrusy. Lots and lots of fruit in here. Like a big bucket of oud chips, you know, smothered in a whole bunch of citrus juices. It's incredible. Once again, Night Oud and Micallef. Moving on. Number 21 of the juiciest fragrances in my collection is coming out of the house of Nishani Istanbul, and this one I'm sure you know it. It is called Hasavat. You know, guys, okay. You know, this one is extremely juicy, and it smells so freaking good. I cannot, not only that, but it is a friggin' beast. Absolute monster. Bergamot, grapefruit, pineapple. Now, let me square yours all away right now. You know what's funny about a lot of people in Fragcom, which I gotta tell you, I'm about to drop a video, and it's gonna address a lot of stuff in the fragrance community. Anyway, that's for another day. But a lot of people under the false notion that because a fragrance rocks the pineapple note, it's automatically trying to clone or be a Ventus. I don't know about any of the clones. I've never sniffed any of the fragrances that people will tell you are absolute clones of a Ventus. I've never sniffed them. I think one's called Club de Nuit or something like that. Never sniffed it. I don't know anything about that. What I do know is the fragrances that I own, like Seth this one, Hasavat, and I think there's another one called Rahaba. Lots of pineapple. I got a lot of fragrances with pineapple, but everybody seems to think that they're trying to copy Aventus. Just because there's a pineapple note in there. Like, you know, Aventus has cornered the market on the pineapple note. It hasn't. You know, the fragrance can rock a pineapple note without trying to be Aventus. This one is not, okay? It's its own man, trust me. And it's incredibly juicy and beautiful. Once again, Hasavat, Nishani Istanbul. All right, now moving on to the 20th juiciest fragrance in my collection. This is coming out of the house of Royal Crown, and this is called Rose Muscat. My God, very juicy. What's going to give it that juicy flavor? Lots of citruses, to include bergamot, orange, and grapefruit. But it doesn't end there. You want it more juicy? How about a nice melon accord? Okay, cantaloupe to be precise. The only fragrance I've ever sniffed with the cantaloupe accord therein. Very, very juicy, expensive, but worth it in my opinion. This is a monster. Rose Muscat, once again, from Royal Crown. 19 From the house of Arana, plum rose. The juicy accord in here, plum, as the name states, but it's also going to have juicy raspberry and juicy melon. This variety,
Hey baby, sweet as honeydew.
honeydew, incredible, absolutely incredible. It's going to be rounded out with some roses and patchouli, deep with amber, very juicy fragrance. Plum rose, Arana. Moving on. Next, from the house of Cheyenne Blue, Framboise Noire. And as you know, that in French means black raspberry, but it doesn't end there. Raspberries, red berries, wild berries, okay? All juicy, wicked, wicked juicy, incredible. Framboise Noire from the house of Cheyenne Blue. Moving on. All right, next, from the house of Montal, another really juicy fragrance, and this is pink ecstasy. All right, yeah, I know you're looking at the bottle. Like I say this all the time. It's starting to get old. I think I'm gonna stop saying it. But of course, you know you're gonna have a lot of New Jacks and Boots coming in on the scene saying, "Hey, how come you got a pink bottle?" Anyway, as I've said a million times, this fragrance, despite its name and color, is a citrus bomb. And there you go. Mad citruses, mad juicy. Okay, pink ecstasy, Montal. Number 16, Cedra Bois. Man, again, we can go back to Hasavat, where people are gonna shoot this down because it's what they say is an Aventus wannabe. Forget about it. Nothing like that. Nothing. Again, this is its own man. Very woody, very fruity, wicked juicy. All right, absolutely incredible fragrance, and it lasts all day long. All right, and I'm talking like all day, beasting all day. All right. Coming in at number 15, from the house of MFK, Aqua Vitae Forte. Very, very juicy. As soon as it hits your skin, you're gonna be like, whoa, big time juice. Bergamot, Sicilian mandarin, and lemon. Lots of tangy lemon. Incredible. So freaking good. It's gonna be spicy with cinnamon and pink pepper, and it's gonna be rounded out with some ylang-ylang and some cardamom, and not to mention orange blossom. Aqua Vitae Forte, MFK. Next up, Mancera, Wild Cherry. What's in the name? Add to that, lemons, bergamots, crazy juicy. Incredible smell and fragrance, and again, long lasting. You like it sweet, get on it. Lots of jasmine as well, and to make it even sweeter, heliotrope and vanilla. Very powerful, very long lasting, smells incredible. Again, Wild Cherry, Mancera. Moving on. Number 13, Mancera, Pink Roses. Again, the closer it gets to number 1, the juicier the fragrance is gonna be. This is crazy juicy. What you're gonna have right here to give it that juicy accord, again, and I said it before, and I'll say it again and again and again. Forget about the name, forget about the color. All that's completely irrelevant. This is a citrus bomb, like I've said before. A lot of citrus and a pear accord, okay? Citruses, pears, done. Absolutely incredible juicy fragrance and long lasting, as are most Mancera fragrances. Once again, pink roses. Next up is number 12, Rose Chypre. Man, another stunner, okay? Wicked, wicked juicy, spicy and juicy, all right? A little bit floral, obviously with 2 types of roses and also bourbon geranium. But the juicy accord here, lots of lemon, lots of bergamot, and clementine. Pfft, man, this to me, I'm gonna put it out there. Best towel fragrance in my collection. Yep, I even like it better than Moroccan Desert. I do. This is incredible. Anyway, that's again Rose Chypre from Tower. Next up is number 11, and it's gonna be Blossom Love by Amouage. Cherries. You're gonna love this one.
You gonna love it in an instant.
Stunning bottle, stunning scent. Lots of cherries in here, okay? Amaretto as well. But really, the cherry, unmistakable. Unmistakable. The power of this fragrance is gonna blow the socks off your feet, okay? Anyway, again, juicy accord in here, cherries and bergamot. Wicked sweet, but I like that. Once again, Blossom Love by Amouage. All right, we are moving on. We have cracked the top 10, and here we go. All right, next up, from Jovoy Paris, Ambre Premier. Oh man, if I ever, you know, do a top 20 or top 30, actually, you know what, I can cut that down to top 10. If I ever did a top 10 best amber fragrance, this is in the top 10. Very, very juicy. Very, very juicy. It's an amber fragrance, but it's not a dark amber. And I'm thinking that is because of all these beautiful citruses that are just gonna pummel you when you spray it on your skin. And don't think for a moment that just because it's a citrus fragrance that is gonna be, you know, light and wispy and airy. Forget about it. This is gonna last you all day long, and not only that, it's a freaking beast. As are most of these, by the way. Like literally, I'm looking at this list. There isn't one that isn't a very long-lasting, powerful fragrance. This is incredible. Once again, Jovoy Paris, Ambre Premier. Number 9, another juicy monster from the house of Montal. This one is called Rose's Elixir. Holy mother of God. Yeah, brother, you want to talk about juicy? This is it right here. 3 kinds of citrus, actually 4 kinds of citruses, to include tangerine. And if that isn't enough, big time juicy strawberries. Man, this is incredible. The rose in this fragrance takes a wicked backseat to the juices, to the citruses in here. It's gonna blow you away. You know, I can't guarantee you that. I do know that it blows me away. If you like juicy roses, then it will blow you away. All right. Once again, Rose's Elixir from the house of Montal. And next up is number 8, and this is called Rahaba. This is one of those pineapples I was telling you about from the house of Anfas. Holy sweet, holy.
It's time to kick up first. Do your man a favor and don't curse.
Man, this is a very resinous fragrance. Okay, it does have 2 types of roses, to include damask and grass rose, and it's very sweet with vanilla. Very sweet, very powerful. Again, wicked juicy pineapple. All right, it also has an orange accord and gin. So if you can imagine a juicy, boozy pineapple fragrance, it's literally a pineapple with orange juice infused with gin. Add some florals, candied almonds, and you're squared away. Not to mention sweet tonka and vanilla. I'm telling you, this is insane. Once again, from Anfas, Rahaba. All right, now the 7th juiciest fragrance in my entire collection is coming out of the house of Mancera, and this one is called Wild Fruits. Now you already know just by the freaking name of this fragrance what you're in for. All right, but in case you don't know, and you want to know what gives this fragrance its very, very juicy accord, check this out. Grapefruit, lemon, oranges, tangerine, peach, apple, black currant, a basket of fruit to include pineapple, and kumquat. Brother, you want to talk about juicy? Boom, blow you away. If you like it fruity, you know, for you guys that care about the seasons and the summer, blah, 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 jump on this. You won't be sorry. Again, Wild Fruits, Mancera. Number 6 is coming out of the house of ExNilo. And this absolute stunner is called Devil Tender. Again, very juicy, spicy as well, and sweet. It smells just like a cup of tea that has citruses dumped in there as well as peach. Brother, Yeah, you don't hear a lot about this house, but this is one of my favorite houses. It's up there because everything they offer is insane. Everything they offer smells so freaking good. Very long lasting fragrance. It's not a beast, but it doesn't have to be. It jumps off about maybe 3.5 feet off your skin, but it's all you need. This is a very cuddling fragrance. This is like a neck nebula, right, Roger? You know what I'm talking about. Once again, Devil Tender from the house of ExNilo. Next up is from the house of Parfums de Mali, Delina Exclusive Monster. You guys already know. Absolute freaking monster. This right here is one of my most complimented fragrances, alright? What's gonna give it that juicy accord? 3 types of fruit. Bergamot, pear, lychee. Done. Incredible. So powerful, so long lasting. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows it. If you don't know it, that rock's probably getting heavy. Get out from underneath it. Delina Exclusive. Once again, Parfums de Mali. And the 4th juiciest fragrance in my collection. And this is Arancia de CELIA. My God. Brother. Again, I mean, they're getting juicier and juicier. But this is something crazy right here. Alright? Sicilian orange, grapefruit, tangerine, mandarin orange, candied almonds, vanilla, cinnamon, and coffee. Man, can you imagine? You smell this and you're squared away. This is literally something that, like, it smells like the tropics. Incredible, absolutely incredible. And I know I say that a lot, but it's no less true. All right. Arancia de CELIA, Paris, Monte Carlo. Coming in at number 3, 3rd juiciest fragrance in my entire collection. This is coming out of the house of Bois, 1920. And this is Sushi Imperial. Yeah, this is, dude, I'm telling you, you're going to be hard pressed to even, this is a freshie, but you're going to be hard pressed to scrub it off your skin when you get in the shower to change fragrances or whatever. This is insane. It's a spicy, juicy fragrance. But the juicy chord in here, again, all citruses, to include mandarin oranges, lemons, and bergamots. It's also sweetened up with tonka and Madagascan vanilla. Skanked out a little bit with that patchouli and the dry down. But other than that, make no bones about it. This is an incredibly fresh, juicy fragrance. Very powerful, very long lasting. What's gonna shock you? Well, it shouldn't shock you, because, we all know that the perfume concentration, is malleable. But this is an EDT, and it literally acts like an EDP. Kicked up another notch. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. Sushi Imperial from Bois 1920. And coming in at number 2, this is coming out of the house of Zoologist, and this one's called Hummingbird. Oh man. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of juice in here, people. A lot of juice. This is a very, almost sickly sweet fragrance, but I love that. A lot of citruses, plum, green apple, pear, cherry. It's also gonna have, beautiful florals like honeysuckle, mimosa, ylang-ylang, peony, even tulip and lilac. And then you're gonna throw some honey on top of that. And if that isn't enough, you're gonna throw some absolutely sexy, and I think you know what I mean, whipped cream. But I mean, this is a juice bomb right here. Absolute juice bomb. And it smells so freaking good. Oh, and if you're wondering about the longevity and the power, wonder no more. Monster. Absolute beast. Once again, Hummingbird Zoologist. And now we are moving on to the juiciest fragrance in my entire collection. You spray this on your skin, boom. Instantly, you are literally smothered, almost drowning in juices. And that's coming out of the house of Mancera, and it is Sisley. Okay? I reviewed this one, check it out. But, real quick, juicy accord in here, apple, bergamot, peach, grapefruit, mandarin orange, and pineapple. Done. This is the juiciest fragrance ever. You like it juicy, jump on it. You will not be sorry. Once again, Mancera, Sisley. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. You know how it works. Hit me up, comment. I'm gonna try to be better about responding and dropping more videos. All right. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.